But right now, I want to talk to you about the current state of housing here in London, because it really is at nightmare proportions and it's unacceptable. And I want to talk about housing. All right, now housing affects everyone. Matter of fact, it's for 67% of Londoners, it's their number one concern. How many of you, when you get the the bill for your rent or your mortgage payment every month, how many of you say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money? For many of us, it's 20%, 30%, 40% of our after-tax income. It really hurts. And the problem is that when our mayor is not building more homes, it hurts all of us, no matter if you're in a high rent situation or a low rent situation. We've got to talk about it. And again, back in 2016, your mayor of London said, I'm going to build 80,000 new homes per year. 80,000 new homes per year. It's a quote. You can look it up. 5 years later, that means he owes us 400,000 new homes. Let's look at the figures. Since becoming mayor in May 2016, he's only started building 34,515 homes were started, with only 12,000 homes completed. These are real numbers here. That is 3% of what he promised. Sounds like a trend with him, delivering 3% of what he promised. Very similar when it comes to bankrupting the TfL or teenage knife crime at nightmare proportions. You know, everything he touches seems to fail. And it's no wonder that housing is our biggest issue here in London, because there's just no action being taken. And like I said, back in 2018, City Hall received £4.8 billion from the government. He was supposed to build 116,000 new homes by 2022. Well, last time I checked, it's 2021. So that means we need them by next year. I haven't seen a single new home, and I don't know what happened to that money. But let's be honest, he's not delivering. And Assembly member Andrew Boff recently said, and I quote, Sadiq Khan has been given a record amount of money. He should have been doing an awful lot more. People's housing needs are getting worse. There are more families living in overcrowded conditions, like in Hackney, and yet the mayor just issues statement after statement about wanting more government investment, unquote. More investment, £4.8 billion the government gave you. What have you done with it? I've seen nothing. And another quote, Robert Jenrick, UK's Secretary of State for Housing, said directly to the mayor, quote, housing delivery in London under your mayoralty has been deeply disappointing. Clearly, the housing delivery shortfall you have overseen has led to worsening affordabilities for Londoners, and things are not improving. These are directly from officials' mouths. And the truth is this, the current mayor probably never intended to build homes. He said that line because he was probably just trying to get your vote, like he's trying to in May as well, and hoping that you'll just vote him in for another 3 years. In fact, he just assumes he has your vote. That's why he's not out here on the road talking to you and listening to you. And the truth is he thinks you're just going to vote for the same party your parents did, and you'll just put him into office and you can have 3 more years of this. No more houses. Teenage knife crime, out of control. TfL bankrupt yet again, and our economy is going down and down and down. And this is what you're going to get more of if you decide to stay with the current mayor, or we can go into a new direction.